every time.
I feel like I should have changed my shirt. I didn't think about that. Oh well, whatever.
That's okay. We look like Christmas.
Yeah, we do.
Just saying.
I like that better.
And I mean, Tugs was lucky. I think. Did you see me take off my sweater?
No, I had to fix my lipstick.
Dang. Okay. Oh, I want to have red lips.
I had to fill in this gap. Girl problems. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right, I'm gonna try to look as cute as Tug.
With my messy bun and hair that I haven't washed in like 3 days.
let's try to duplicate the Tugs look, guys. Do you think I can do this? Oh, sorry. Thanks, Mark. Move closer to the mic. Done.
Hi,
All right.
Mark.
All right. Guys, I don't know if this is going to actually look cute. I don't do messy
my hair as a tutorial.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Poor Choices. We've been on a hiatus. Sorry, that was my fault. I went on vacation.
She was honeymooning.
I'm honeymooning.
Honeymoon.
And there was a lot of mooning and honeying.
Mark is on the way.
Ow. Oh my god, mine doesn't look as cute as yours. How did you do that?
It's I don't know.
Okay, wait. All right, there we go. Oh, that's dirty.
Max, our penis is here.
Oh my god. We have many. Well, we have okay, never mind. Hi. All right, how do we look? Do we look cute? Nerd
We're
cute?
twins. We're like separated at birth. Except
yeah.
I'm
Can
really
you tell? I'm
so
very,
tan.
very. I feel very weirded out by this look because you can see the screen of my eyes.
Oh, I know. That's the problem with these stupid blue blocker or light blocker things. Here we go. I'm just gonna do that.
All right. Okay. Oh. Library looks. Oh, this book is late. You must pay the late fees.
Stamp.
Cajun Corey Warwick for $9.99 says, "Welcome back, excellent girl. Hope you have a great honeymoon. Tugs red lipstick looks good on you, and may the hugs be with you."
I love it. I love my red lipstick. I really do, and I would wear it more often if it wasn't such a pain in the butt. It gets everywhere. Like if I forget myself later and I do this, it's going to be at like Joker status. It's the only problem with it.
All right, I can't keep this up. That's what she said.
That is.
There we go. I had to take it off, okay? Hi, everyone. Welcome. Again, it's been nice catching up with Tugs a little bit before the show. I know it was a team.
Oh yeah, we had hot goss. I told her all about your silkies, Max.
Oh my god, Max
is gonna bring those with him to Vegas. I'm very excited about it.
I think we should have a silky party in Vegas.
A silky party in Vegas, Max. I want a pair.
I saw Mark looking on Zero Foxtrot for silkies, so I will have a pair because he's buying a pair. Means I
wait. Are those the ones? Zero Foxtrot. I'm gonna look around right now.
I think it's Zero Foxtrot. Weren't they?
Zero Foxtrot.
I think so.
I
think so. You know, I can appreciate them. I mean, I love my shorts from Lululemon. I won't lie, they're very cute. They're very comfy. Cute.
They're expensive though.
Yeah, I wait for their sales or go to the outlets. I've just been a lot more conscious in terms of that. But Mark and I need to have our silkies. Oh my god, we could do a.
I was gonna make a really
cool
inappropriate comment, but never mind. I won't. I'll be nice.
Do it.
Shop. Silkies.
Do it. They
are
good.
In front need to have our silkies by the pool in Vegas. You are trying to do something, Max. I'm not really,
Shield wall. They will be.
You stop it, Mark. Or Max.
He fills them up.
I'm all flustered now. Anyway.
That's why I married him.
I can't look at any of you right now.
Wow. Dermy asks, can this chat can we turn this chat as degenerate as Nick Recadas? I've seen his chat for the trial. And yes, it does get a little little risque. But you know, I think we don't need the chat to do it. Tugs and I, we make this place degenerate without
Oh,
you
that's
guys.
true.
We
Oh,
just
they
help.
have berserker ones. Those are the
Nice.
ones I want. I want those ones.
Yeah. So
I think they would fit over my butt. Max, I asked Max. Extra girl, are they gonna fit over my butt? I don't know.
they should. I'll help you fit into the shorts. How about that?
Size, there we go. Size chart, 28 inches. Okay, the waist isn't the problem.
Hi.
Johnny, I'm not surprised that this is a conversation as soon as they're drink. Johnny, if you're coming to Vegas for the meetup, you have to wear silkies at the pool. Those are the rules.
Yep.
I mean, I know you're not a Marine and all, but
if you guys wear the silkies, I will wear the bikini that that has the least lines shown.
Oh,
X-Ray wearing her Twitch e-girl shirt tonight. No,
this is our dynamic. If I'm dressed with the low cut shirt, she wears the cover up. If she's got the low cut shirt, I've got the cover up. This is
not even that low cut, guys. Never mind. I have wardrobe.
Okay, but Max, in all seriousness, will these shorts fit over? I'm asking a guy who's seen me in person. I have questions.
When is this stream going off the rails? It's gone.
Right now.
It's gone off the rails.
It's gone. Gibran, is that how you say your name? I'm not sure yet. And I miss Baby Park. I miss all of you on Mario Kart. I really do. Love to do a community stream on my channel.
Mm-hmm. If you need, I will mediate.
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can add you all the friends.
Do it. Nah, modest is the hot.
My question. Should I get a small or medium? Probably medium.
Why don't you measure yourself?
Because there are no inches on here. It's only the waist inches, not the hip inches. The waist is small. I don't have to worry about that.
Stretchy.
Are they stretchy?
No, it's not a post stamp bikini, Dermy Wormy. It just the straps are in the places that leave the least lines.
Well,
you know?
I'm gonna get it tan through a bikini.
Is that a thing?
Yes, that's a fabric. The sun goes through it. You don't have to take it. There's no tan lines. I know.
Are you like nude under? Like, did you show things that? Questions.
No, it's you don't. They're not see through. It's just not. It's just tan through. It's weird. Dang it! All right, I'm sizing up.
They would fit the dump truck.
You know.
Well, it's also
he's one of the few guys in chat who's seen me in person. That's why I'm asking.
Did you call it a dump truck, Max? I don't remember this.
Dum. I want these ones though. Valhalla.
So, we have 2 items on the docket today. We have the Ultimatum. The freak.
Hi, creepy.
And we have Evie magazine. It's like a tweet. I actually purposely did not.
We talked about them. We talked about the one. Max had a rant. We talked about them on Alaja's channel. On Sunday. One of them on Alaja's channel, but the other one we didn't get to. But I wanted your opinions on both of them.
Okay. I feel like... So let's open up.
Do you want us to start with that so we get it over with, Max? Is that what you're saying?
No, let's start off with the tweets. I want the tweets. All right. Okay. So share. I'm gonna share my screen. Here, tab.
Didn't even knock.
So Evie magazine posted, if he watches the porn, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay. So I'm assuming you already have a stance that you've put out there. Is that correct?
We haven't talked about this one. We talked about the other one. I haven't talked about this one.
Okay. If you watch this porn, okay, so in my opinion, I think that porn can be healthy, consumed in the correct way. And by correct meaning, not all the time, 24/7, steadily inclined to some crazy stuff that, increased pain, all that stuff, and desensitization. It's like eating. You have a good snack. You're not going to eat all the time because then, it's too much. I think in good amounts, it can be healthy. But that's just my opinion. I don't think I could ever dump a person just because they watch porn.
right.
Says 80% of men are red flags and the other 20 are just
So there's some
fine.
interesting arguments that they bring up. Is it the second tweet?
In this article?
Well, in not just the article, but like in the comments.
Okay.
So like the comments, so at first I was like, ew, like that's so judgmental. But then I was reading some of the comments and I was like, huh, there's some valid points bringing up. Like one, this guy, this first comment, I don't know if he's first on yours or not, but Russell something.
Russell Manweller. I'm not sure. Okay. Is it this one here?
It's Russell Manweller, this top one. I'm gonna read it. I have it up on mine, so I'm gonna read it because at first I was like, oh, that's so judgmental. And then I read this guy's comment and I went, okay, maybe not so judgmental. He says, I'm not sure that makes sense. Masturbation is great for stress relief and is a tool that becomes a habit from adolescence. No one is thinking about their wife when masturbating, and imagination is not sufficient sometimes. I'm sorry. No one is thinking about their wife when they do that? Who are you thinking? Why?
Okay, Mark.
Are you not thinking about your wife? Like, what?
Mark, tell me the truth.
I read that and I was like, excuse me? So, of course, he gets roasted. But a couple of the replies were kind of like, well, when they're single, okay, sure, maybe. But if you're dating somebody and you still go to that instead of coming to me, like, what's wrong with me? And I was kind of like, ooh, this is interesting. Why am I not good enough? And I'm like, that's all a very good point. I don't know.
It's not about being good enough at all. I don't think you should compare yourself to the girls in porn. Porn is, lighting, dialogue, I suppose, angles, all this stuff. It's supposed to be more of an elicitation of a reaction. But I think it just, there are some people who are very against it. There's some people who are for it, but I think it's not everyone's cup of tea, clearly. Wow.
That's his case. I know that he wrote that and I was like, bruh.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what your wife looks like.
And then he continues. My favorite part is that he replies to this several times. This next tweet.
Here, why don't you share? I want to see where his replies are.
Oh God, you want me to share the link? Okay, hold on.
No, you share your screen.
Oh, okay. Share
so that they know what you're reading. Hi, Blabs.
Blabs, I'm sorry for this inappropriate conversation. Okay, so I'm reading this one here. I'll click on it so we can make it a smidge bigger. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but he continues and says, unless you just want to stop whatever you are doing and let your guy make a quick 1-minute deposit in your body 2 or 3 times a day, let him watch porn. You will never be able to satisfy his needs because he doesn't need to make love to her. I'm thinking this poor guy has had some terrible relationships.
Yeah, that is.
I can't. And this guy responded with, his mind is being warped into an impossible reality that she cannot live up to. Do you want him thinking about you or the porn star when you're together? And that made me go, that's a good point. That's a very interesting counter argument. That came from a guy. So I was kind of like, interesting. And then this person was like, all it takes is a quick Google search to find the facts from serious studies. It's terrible for the brain and all relationships. Then there's a bunch of tweets back here. I gotta see if I can find the other one where they throw like statistics and the statistics of guys who regularly watch it and how their relationships, like they don't have the right balance. They can't keep a good relationship, like all this stuff. It was a very fascinating read. So if you guys go to Evie magazine and you want to read this for yourself, like some of the replies on here is kind of like, I find this very interesting. So I don't know. I just wanted to get your take on it.
Oh my God.
It blew up. What?
Okay, how do you feel about this then?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I feel like this is a very and I remember I watched Brittany Venti, who was very against it. I guess there probably are some studies, but you have to remember these studies are controlled to make sure. And the thing is, this control, you want to get the excessive people. Are we getting the people who are just moderate, mild watchers? I don't know, because definitions is important in scientific studies. So when you want to portray a certain outcome, I don't know, maybe they're watching.
Maybe. I know from personal experience, an ex of mine was would suggest things that he saw in those videos, and I'm like, it was a big detriment in our relationship because he was doing these things and being like, oh, well, that's how that's supposed to work, and it doesn't work that way. Or there's something that, your girl, in my case, me, was not into, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so it became like a big thing. And so he would use that instead. Like, he didn't want to touch me. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't
I see how that porn becomes a detriment in a relationship, because then he's not respecting your boundaries and he needs more and more and more. That is addiction completely. Yes. So I think when I think about people who watch porn, I'm thinking mild, maybe to moderate users. When you're single, maybe a heavy user, whatever, it's fine. Need something to help you drain the pipes, sure. But if you're continually choosing to watch porn over your significant other, then there's a problem there.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. That's good.
I mean, that would be the only reason he would be into her or him.
Yeah. I think that's a yeah. See, now this is where the thing like OnlyFans becomes a possible problem, because now you're going to certain people and getting certain videos of this person, creating this idealistic relationship that doesn't exist. The whole idea of a simp, but now you're actually having a physical person. Kind of, you're getting these videos. You can even chat with these people on OnlyFans. You can have conversations. You can send messages back and forth, whatever it is, but you're paying for it. So that is unhealthy. I don't think OnlyFans is very healthy. Although those people who are on it, good for you for making money. All the power to you. I just don't think those types of people who seek out for those, because this is more and a more realistic in a sense than searching on, those websites. Oh,
nailed it.
Yeah. But I think that
instant gratification, like it's instantly going to be this. She's instantly going to react. We all know how they sound. She's instantly going to sound like that. You know what I mean? It's not realistic, because
it's absolutely
it's an instant gratification for you, and it tells you that it's an instant gratification for her. Because if I do this, or if I look like this, or if I have this, or whatever, it's going to be an instant thing, and it's not. And so that has caused so many problems, just not even in full-blown relationships, but dating in general. This is a good point. This is a very good point. I don't like it. I don't watch it. I find it very uncomfortable. I hate it. And personally.
But I've been on both sides of this, like in that terms of I've been against watching porn, because I've been that person like, why aren't you choosing me? This and that. And then, when I wasn't seeing this person, long distance relationship, and getting jealous over porn, it's like, well, maybe that's not the issue. Maybe the issue is I want you with me versus that. So it's a very multifaceted argument. I think it's all situational too, to each person. So I remember having, yes, people can feel inadequate, but also can empower people too. Maybe you learn a thing or two, or like that's something different, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Just don't use everything as this is real life. I think you have to take it with a grain of salt.
I don't know. Maybe this is a woman thing, but there's always just been the imagination. You just picture somebody. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe it's a girl thing. I don't know.
For me, when I think about like if I need to get inspired, there's a lot of things.
There is that, but you're also in a very healthy relationship, at least now. So, I don't know. This is also and this was a lot of people in the replies. For those of you who end up going, you'll see this a lot.
Yes,
this is exposed too early. Problem.
I think when you're exposed too early, it is like you should be grown up.
The minute a little boy, especially men, when you're little and you start to discover what the heck is going on over there, parents, brothers, friends are like, here, let's put on this girl, and then you go and have at it, and that's a problem. It's a problem. This I think is the biggest.
This is the absolute problem, right, and this sets on super unrealistic standards on women. Like, women kids. So when these 12-year-old kids, they start dating and they're thinking, oh, women need to be these big breasted and like do nasty stuff and like, I don't know.
Yep. And then they get out in the real world and it's like, nobody looks like that for one. At least not normal people. Two, we're a lot more complicated than we look.
It's not like, okay, let's go. 10 seconds later.
Yeah. It's a little bit more complicated than that. And it's just bad. It's just bad. That is the biggest, I think.
I do agree in that sense. But like I said, I came in with the goggles of mild, moderate to these, you know.
Yeah. And the same goes to the guys. You're right. Because men are not always so easy either.
Oh my God. And then men think they're inadequate in terms of size watching.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm never going to get that. And so I might as well just keep watching this. But then you feel bad about yourself because you don't look like that. And then us girls, please, the girls are this freaking big. They're, 30, 38, 22, 40. You know what I mean? Like Kim Kardashian, but skinnier. And it's like,
And also, I always found it weird that there's a lot of like this like weird incestual stuff on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ugh.
It's weird. The whole thing with the delivery boys and like that, it's not real life.
It's not.
It's just not.
No.
And it just, and for me, like you watch this certain kind, or you follow these certain accounts on Instagram, or you watch these certain videos, and it's all these girls who look a certain way. Well, why are you with me? What am I? You know what I mean? I don't look like that. You follow all those girls that look like this, but yet you want to supposedly date somebody that doesn't look like that. Or, oh, that's fine. They're just models. I just follow them. But
oh my God, I hate that line. They're just models.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. But you're not watching the amateur videos of the girls who look normal. You're watching the ones where they've had 16 surgeries and all this stuff. So why, you know what I mean? So it makes us feel like super, at least for me, it makes me feel super self-conscious.
I've learned enough here.
I'm really glad that you've come out of that. I really am.
It takes a lot of soul searching, and I have to I know it sounds weird, but I attribute my not caring a lot to, of course, the things I've gone through, but mostly yoga. And I know it sounds silly, but there was these couple moments that I remember I was in class and they're like, taking what happened today, none of it matters. What matters is the moment that you are here right now. And I think that you have to think about what's in the moment for you. And that kind of affected me. And like, why do I care about something that may or may not happen? Something in the past, just acknowledge it. It shaped you and just move forward. Yeah. But, and stuff happens. But before we go on, it's Chewy for $5. Says sub X-Ray and Tug's gotta love poor choices. A special shout out to the cool folks at Christian's Tailgate in both Midtown and in the Heights. Thanks, Joy. But yeah, Johnny, I agree. Crap online is weird.
I'm with you.
The naked women are awesome, but there's also a healthy time and place. Agreed.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels this way. I was nervous about being like,
Hey, it's okay to have an opinion about, and we have this healthy debate, because I mean, my first initial reaction obviously wasn't the answer in the end.
Yeah, there's that. That's true.
Yeah. So just remember, it's all edited to look that way. No one ever does the nasty like that. Also, you are silenced, Tugs.
Yeah, I know. I was pulling up our stream and I didn't want it to be like,
yeah. So anyway, I guess that's the first one. Oh, the chat has voted, and we're very split. 53% say yes, and 47% say no. Interesting. All right. Very good split. Okay, so the second tweet, let me take a look at this. I didn't want to look at the tweets before to make an opinion. I want to do it live. All right. If your fiance goes to a strip club for his bachelor party, you call off the wedding. No. I wouldn't. Depends on what
You
you
wouldn't?
did.
Well, you'll never know because the men take a vow of silence, supposedly.
I think, well, I know Mark well enough. Okay. We'll talk about, okay, in my current relationship, if he had gone to strip club, I know he'd be a good boy.
Would you want to, though?
No.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, I know he doesn't want to. I've even told him, yeah, let's go to strip club. He's like, yeah. So I think if it was maybe one of my dodgier exes, probably I'd be afraid of an STD or something. I don't know. I don't know.
So we talked about this on Sunday on Elijah's channel, and Max had some opinions. I don't know if he's going to type them out, but he had some opinions, and I had opinions because I was like, absolutely, completely agree. Because here's the excuse that all the guys, at least growing up here in Vegas, strip clubs are down the street every 5 seconds. And so I've seen so many relationships end because of the strip clubs and things that happen at the strip clubs. And especially nowadays, they do not stay in the strip club. They end up on the internet or whatever. They don't stay there. A lot of the times the guys will take the girls back to their hotel room. They get robbed or they get caught by their fiancés, kind of thing. So, and every time I always hear, well, it's like one last hurrah before I'm with the same woman for the rest of my life. And it's like,
isn't that the same woman you've been with since you started dating and committing?
Yes. And so if you have a problem with it now, then why are you getting married? If you don't want to get married, that's fine. Go get your last hurrahs. Like, go play with the girls. That's cool. But don't get married then.
Yeah.
I would be cranky about it.
So I'm thinking about opinions. Opinions. No, I see what you're saying, Tugs. And I think that if you are intuitively thinking about your relationship, and if you're going to say, if you go to the strip club, I'm calling off the wedding, that should not even be a conversation that you have with your person. Why are you getting married?
Right.
Where's the trust? And that's why I say Mark and I have this healthy relationship where I know if he was even dragged to the strip club, I'd be fine because I know him to a T, what he would do and definitely what he would not do. But that's just within that relationship. The other people who I've dated, I wouldn't even get to that part because I know I wouldn't and couldn't trust them.
Nope.
But maybe that's just, I don't know. I think too far ahead of what I need and want in a relationship. If you even think that at all, that is a possibility. But there's no point.
Yep.
So anyways, that's my thoughts on that.
Everybody now, that's a big no from me. And we will have that discussion when I'm dating somebody and when we get that far, we will have that discussion.
Yeah. So I don't, yeah.
If you're the dream of to spend the day before your wedding, usually the day before, let's give it a week day before your wedding, your big dream is to go look at somebody else naked and dancing when I can do that for you. Bye.
Go watch porn instead. At that rate. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't want to be it's just to me it's disrespectful.
Yeah. And
and I say the same thing about her. The Thunder from Down Unders, all that stuff. Look, and I told this to the chat and on Sunday, a couple of people were like, wait, what? Those Thunder from Down Unders, we get a little bit more freedom. We can touch them and they get touched. Let me tell you what. And they party with you afterwards. They're all the theaters where those Thunder from Down Under, Magic Mike, all that stuff. They are all across from bars and they will go party with you afterwards. So that's just trouble. And Johnny! Exactly. Your wife and your husband should be enough. Yes. Look at, oh my God. Johnny.
I just cannot believe what you wrote here.
I love this.
Shaking.
I love it.
All right. Can we please in the future when Johnny actually gets married, that'll be like on the wedding day. So I know what your night's gonna be like.
We're gonna screenshot this and be like, please make sure this happens to you, girlfriend. There you go.
Love you. Have a good night.
It's in writing.
No, I
No, I agree with you.
Listen,
I agree with you.
I have been to strip clubs, not for actually for bachelorettes and bachelor parties. It's always been yes, I've actually been for a bachelor party. It's always been good fun, jokes and whatnot. I never partake in the dances. I hate being called up on stage. And you know what's weird? I actually just like talking to the strippers. Like just, not like flirting, but being like, the last time I went to a strip club, I was talking to this guy who was apparently a real estate agent. I'm like, so you do this and you're a real estate agent. Stop.
A lot of the girls are. Yeah, they've got double because they're paying for their schools or whatever. And
yeah, and I was just so fascinated about the life. And I'm like, have you met your clients here? And he's like, funnily enough, yes. And so it's good fun. Yeah, they're real fun to talk to, apparently. Yeah. A guy tradition.
For some reason. Look, there's a whole bunch of traditions in general that probably shouldn't continue. Here's the thing too. We talked about this too. Yes, front porch. We talked about this too. If just because it's tradition, you need to talk to your groom, right? If you're a groom, you're friends with these people like Johnny. Everybody now in this chat knows that Johnny is not here for that. So if you are a jerk and you plan that kind of a party anyway, one, you're uninvited to the wedding, and two, you're no longer my friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have the respect. Like, just because you want to go and you want to play and you're unhappy in your relallationship and you
go on your own time,
the titties bounce or whatever, doesn't mean that that's what he wants to do. And you need to, and same with the girls, and you need to respect that. Mm-hmm. Because there was a couple of comments on that tweet were like, well, you know, sometimes our friends, it's a surprise and we get dragged to them and we don't feel comfortable saying no. If you don't feel comfortable saying no to your friends, they are not your friends. Just throwing that out there. Something to think about before we all get married. All of us, literally.
The most girl answer probably Choi for $5. Strip clubs matters, folks. They have the right to make a hustle. I'm not saying that they don't have a right to hustle. It's Choi for $5. Thank you. That I think in the context of before you get married,
I think it's definitely something to talk about with your girl and your friends.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Your friends should know. Your friends should know and respect.
You know, the reason that is because you're paying them, right? The strip club is one of the last male spaces where men can act like men and not be judged as toxic, get settled out. That's because you're paying them.
See, the only thing that I find like for like that is odd, you are paying to get blue balls.
Right? This is facts. And we're allowed to, which is a double standard to me, but whatever.
Yeah. But
we have a hi super dude snuck in on us.
You shouldn't be watching porn if you have a girlfriend. That's not okay. That's messed up.
See, I think so too. That's what she's for. I'm just saying. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm old fashioned. I don't know. This is why I like you.
Oh, Max. Yeah. I mean,
honestly, they're really not all that attractive to be.
It's really dirty. It's raunchy. I feel bad. You know, they're okay. And then, depending on which strip club you go to, sometimes you just feel really sad for them.
Like amateur night. Oh boy.
Like you look at them and you're like, you look like you're struggling.
Yeah.
Oh.
I live in Vegas.
Yeah.
The only one I haven't been to is the Magic Mike, and that's only because I left the hotel before Magic Mike opened. But we used to get free tickets. Working for the front desk, we get free tickets so that we could tell like the bachelorette parties and stuff when they come into town, like, what's the best male review show? We could be like, oh, I really love Thunder from Down Under. Oh, I really love Chippendales. My go-to thing was, if you like men who can dance but will not flirt with you because 99% of them are gay, go to Chippendales. If you want men who can't dance but are straight and will flirt with you at the bar afterwards, go to Thunder from Down Under. Thunder from Down Under is straight. Chippendales is mostly, well, they used to be mostly homosexual men. And then there's Aussie Heat at the Planet Hollywood, which is personally my favorite. Those guys are a mix, and they are a lot of fun.
I like the, you know, I think I would prefer burlesque type, like a show, if we're gonna go with that.
Yeah, I was to go. There's we have a burlesque here, but it's ladies. I don't know if we have a male,
but it doesn't have to be like a burlesque-esque. Like, not. It doesn't have to be specifically burlesque. But I don't want to go and be like, boom, 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 and then whip, 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 whip around. Like, no, thank you.
Hi, babes. Hi. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one. I know I sound like such a prude right now, especially because I grew up in Vegas, but I've seen it. I've seen it all. Okay.
I don't think you sound like a prude. I think that you have your personal preferences, and that's okay. Cat? Oh, cat. You're a cat.
No, but you're right. Yeah, we went for work. I mean, I say this, but it was for work to be able to get the sales. We get the concierge points. Like, it was a big thing. What was I gonna say? I've never been. I gotta tell you what. As a girl, there are some of you, Johnny Max. I'm calling you out specifically. There was a couple of other of you. I saw you in the chat. My respect for you all have gone. I mean, I adored you before, but dang. Well, not props. Not props to you guys, honestly.
Mark, are you still here? Have I scared you yet?
Oh, Moulin Rouge! I forgot about Moulin Rouge. That's a burlesque.
I've seen the burlesque
I love that
show
movie.
in Paris. Moulin
Love
Rouge.
that movie.
So good, so good. Okay, so I guess that kind of sums up those two tweets. There was nothing else on that one, right?
No.
Because they said, "Oh, you like your last night of freedom so much? Don't worry, you're now free of me forever."
None of us are, Mac.
Okay, so all right, let's jump into another hot topic, Netflix's show, The Ultimatum. Okay, so let me prelude this of how the show works. So it starts off with 6 couples who, it doesn't matter, it could be the male, it could be the female, saying either, we got engaged by the end of this, or, maybe walk away from each other. It's this like social experiment where for the first week the couples like break up, so to speak, and they start dating each other, and then at the end of the week they do like this choosing ceremony that they end up living with this person they choose for 3 weeks, and then they switch back to their original partners, and then at the end of another 3 weeks of living with them, they either get engaged, walk away, or go with their new partner.
Yep. Those are your options. A couple of people didn't follow the rules.
Yeah. Anyways, you know what? I should have pulled up.
Max, come on! I want to hear your opinion.
I need you to tell us what you think.
I'm sorry. What all the stupid reality shows we watched, this one was genuinely dumb. I'm over. Like, I will never watch it again.
I only watched this because like Tugs is like, let's just see what's happening.
I did. I binged it. Well, not binged is a strong word. I started watching it and I was like,
all right, let me see if I can find a list of. Okay, so let's start with. Okay, I got this. Stupid ads. I really
it's
hate
such
ads.
cancer. It's so bad. I hate it so much.
Share screen.
Hi, Emily. Welcome in. It's
all right. So we have the first couple here. We're going to start off with the Big Bang. Okay.
I don't have one for this.
All right. This couple here, what's her name? Alexis and Hunter. So she gave him the ultimatum. But she said something so vapid that I was just like, this is
she
disgusting.
is vapid. You can tell her by the way she looks at anyway.
Like she was like, you need to be making a certain amount of money. I will never marry unless you marry a person unless they make at least this much. So I think she had like asked all the guys how much they make, what do they do, what their aspirations. She needs to live a certain lifestyle. She got told by a guy she was unattractive after a date because she was like, oh, this guy's girlfriend looks very much like me. We're the closest. We're both blondes.
Oh yeah, we're both blondes. We look a lot alike. I'm like, no,
not really,
not even. Close.
And so by Johnny. So she got told she was unattractive. He was not attracted to her. Not that she was unattractive. That she, we all aren't each other's cup of tea.
That's true. That is
like,
very true.
People like what they like. They like certain eye colors, hair color, skin color. It's not. I mean, maybe they're a booty guy or a boobs guy, or I don't know. They like someone who has long lashes and cares about wearing a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
Maybe they like someone who doesn't wear a lot of makeup. I don't know. Anyway, so she got so offended by this.
So mad that she tried to like ruin this guy's reputation, and everybody, not this guy that she's with, but the other guy, Colby, who was like mid-20s. He's like kind of a cowboy. All the girls were crushing on him. And
she's like,
he's a terrible person. And he's just like,
I can see why you didn't want to marry him.
The heck, bro?
Yeah.
We don't know. They've been dating for a couple of, these two have been dating for a couple of years. We don't know.
Anyways, the week that they're supposed to, or the day they're supposed to choose a partner, I think it's so stupid.
So they give him the ultimatum, and he's all like, and he's acknowledging the flag. My favorite part about Hunter was he saw all of her red flags, all of them, and is like, this is why I've been hesitating, because of this reason and this reason. And you're like, I'm so happy for you, Hunter. Yes. And so like they spend their last night together, and then they start mingling with other people. And Hunter met a couple of the girls. I can't remember what was the one.
I think
girl. Was it Madeline? I don't remember who it was.
It was April.
April, that's what it was. There was one girl, April, that he clicked really well, and he was like, I think this was him. He was like, I'm going to choose you. I'm going to choose you. And then his turn came, and he proposed to her, this chick. I was like,
what is wrong with, okay, and this is where they, even if they get engaged and married, I do not think they're going to last.
First of all, that's breaking the rules. The rules are you're supposed to choose somebody else.
And clearly they're not going to work through their problems. Not going to work through their problems.
You know what the worst part about Colby is, Cavitano, is that he actually turned out to be kind of a jerk.
I'm at the part where he becomes a complete jerk.
Oh, yeah. It settles, but he does kind of, yeah. This show is definitely rigged.
So another one, Lauren and Nate. So he issued her?
He gave her the ultimatum.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he gave her the ultimatum. We get married or we walk away. She does not want kids.
He wants a family. He wants a family so bad. She doesn't want any. Like, they creep her out. Oh, whatever it was that she said. I don't want kids. It's like, the idea scares me.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet. I'm too young. Which, okay, fine. All legitimate, valid concerns. Agreed. Absolutely. Another one. His turn comes at the table to pick somebody else to see if the grass is greener on the other side. And he asks her to marry him.
Marry me! And the wild part is, I've said this before. There are a few hard, fast things that if you look at any couple, they will never be successful if they're different. Kids and religion.
Yep.
If you cannot agree on that, how do you compromise on a kid? And they said this exactly. How do you compromise on a kid? Oh, we're gonna compromise. We're gonna have half a kid. What?
Yep.
I don't know. Oh my gosh! Hi, Mike. Look at these two smoking hot ladies.
Hi.
These two smoking hot ladies are joking. Hi. I mean, she's kind of hot. I won't lie. She's hot. But yes. What's up? Yeah. I honestly, who was she talking to that I thought would work out pretty well?
Oh God, I don't remember now. I pushed the both of them out of my head. I hope they step on Legos.
Was it Colby?
It might have been.
Colby was.
Yes, it was Colby. I think it was Colby because Colby wanted to choose her. I'm pretty sure it was her.
And as soon as Colby almost chose her, that's when Nate was like,
"Yeah," which also didn't make any sense because Colby wants a family too.
I think. Well, no, Colby said he understood why she had fears on having a kids, and I think he could help her work through them because I think if you think about it. Being a mother can be scary, pushing that out at you. Yeah. Oh, wow. I do.
From your lips to God's ears, Epic Mike.
Wow.
Your lips to God's ears.
Wow. I mean, Epic Mike, you've already killed Josiah. He rose again, so everyone else will rise.
Dude, it is the great value version of Temptation. It's like the Wish version of Temptation Island. Temptation Island is awesome. Too hot to handle? Awesome. This show is a hot mess. I don't know.
Bye, Mike.
Thanks
for helping us.
Well, bless you.
All right. So I guess what's next? Shanique and Randall. Okay. Oh, before we go, Andrew Matthews.
Oops, sorry, wrong button.
That says for €5. With X-Ray now paying Witcher, there is a third question: baby in oven or not? I'm not at that part yet. Or are you talking about a baby in my oven?
No, he's talking about putting a baby in the oven. You'll see when you get to it. It's a quest. Not to spoil it or not, but you have the choice, and you have to make a quick choice. You have like seconds to make the choice. It's anyway. You'll see.
They keep saying I should put the baby in the oven.
The show is awful.
Yes.
You need a cyborg in the oven. Are you not drinking wine? I'm suspicious.
I had heat stroke. I can barely keep anything in my other body parts.
No babies.
All right, so Shanique and Randall. Okay, so I like Randall a lot. Shanique.
I like Randall a lot.
Okay, so I'm at this point where they just switched back to their original couples, so they're adjusting. I don't like her in the sense that she is demanding. She doesn't listen. She it's very one-sided. It's her way or the highway. It's what else is like very off-putting. Like she's particular. I don't think being particular is a bad thing. I think being particular is okay, but there's no like leeway. You know, there's not.
Yeah, there's no leeway, and I feel like she doesn't really listen.
Nope. It's all her. It's all about her.
Yeah, I mean, and even when they, I don't know if you've gotten to this part yet, but they go back to their families at some point. Like they go back to they bring their original partner back to their families, and she just like she cuts him off, and she just like invalidates everything he's feeling. It's so weird. I don't know.
Emily, yes, that is so true. I love how Netflix is now doing bad dating reality shows like from TLC and other networks that do that type of style. Hey, it's somewhat good entertainment. I think this show was just interesting for a first run. I would not watch a second season.
No, heck no. Absolutely.
No. I like their other one where the pods
Love is Blind.
I think that's because you get this more like a realistic view of love and working through the you know, their problems. This, it feels too frou-frou-y. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, a fun fact though, the hotel that they're at for this whole thing, in the beginning, the hotel that they're at where they're by the pool and all the stuff, that is one of my friends who lives in Texas. It's in Austin. That's her husband's hotel.
Oh.
I was like, why does this hotel look familiar? She goes, oh, that's where my husband works. I'm like, no way. No world. Anyhow, sorry.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't like her, and I think that she did not take this experience and learn from it. I think that he was paired up with Madeline. You'll see her later, and he's trying to be more open, and I think he's realized, and like I'm a little behind, but I think he's realized how demanding his girl has been.
Well, and two, like it says there in the caption that his hesitancy to get engaged was rooted in financial concerns. That's what the reason he gave.
That's an excuse.
It is an excuse, but I mean, it's a valid, like I get where he's coming from. But he does, and you'll see this a little bit. I don't want to spoil it too much, but he does kind of realize, like, okay, there's something more to that. Like, that's not just the reason. Like, that was the excuse I was using, but it's really this or whatever.
Well, I mean, so I have been in a relationship where the idea of buying real estate came up, and real estate's pretty committed. Like, you know, you're buying something, committing 5 years at least.
Unless we're married. Sorry, no.
And I was like, no, I don't want to buy with you. I want to buy by myself. And thinking about it now, I'm like, that made sense. I didn't want to commit and buy a place together because then we'd be stuck together.
Yep.
So I see his hidden, I guess it's like, what is it? Id, super ego, and super ego. His super ego probably did this and said it was this because he didn't want to hurt her feelings.
No.
He needed a reason to not hurt her.
Yeah. Well, and he probably didn't realize, like, what it was that was truly bothering him. And so that was like the logical thing he came up with. Because, I mean, it's not easy. Weddings are expensive. Moving in together expensive. Is buying houses expensive. Combining, what people don't realize either is combining, when you get married, you combine your debt. Your debt becomes her debt and vice versa. So if she's got like a bunch of student loans, or if she's a shopper, she credit cards, or him, vice versa, like same thing. So her credit score becomes your credit score. Like it combine, you become one person. So like, I get where he's coming from. It's a valid excuse. And his excuse is not invalid at all. It just was an excuse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Cappy, weddings are definitely expensive. They can be. Like I was looking at I was deleting a bunch of stuff.
Give me everything.
Oh wow.
I'm just kidding.
Cappy, go to bed if you don't want trouble.
Should have gone to bed more. If Cappy went to bed more, he wouldn't be getting divorced.
I look at this couple and I'm like, oh god. They're absolutely.
I know how this ends, and I can't tell you.
Toxic. No! Absolutely toxic. Okay, so Jake and April, they actually like together. They look super cute. I'm not gonna lie. So he is basically her punching bag.
Yep.
She yells at him a lot, and he takes it. So when she gives him the ultimatum, he didn't want to go. He gets there. He meets this girl, Ray, and just like completely like smitten with her. And I have never like that chemistry, that instant chemistry. They had that.
Oh, him and Ray. Oh,
yeah.
And I know how this ends, and I can't talk about it because she was shit. Oh no.
Yeah. So anyway, so he has this instant chemistry with this girl. They go off and live up, on their pretend pre-trial marriage. And he just learns how it feels to have a person that respects him. That talks,
listens to him. Yeah. They get along, like they like the same things. Oh.
Which you're not required to like the same things, but it makes it easier. I like that. I like gaming. I can game with Mark, and that is our time that we spend together. It's not, I don't know, Mark enjoys reality television. It's not like this like weird far-fetched thing. Like we can like the same things. I don't know, but just and she's an influencer too. So we've talked about this influencer life. Like if you for example, and I've had this where a guy never posted me with him on his Instagram. Why?
Because that's my public profile, bro. That's my work, boo.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't have like even 50K followers. I'm like, who
even then though, no. I'm sorry, no.
Yeah,
if he's embarrassed to show you off, that's a big no.
Yeah, so I remember I had that moment, and I could see why he feels that way. Like, you want to look single and have these followers. What do these followers do for you? Nothing. Literally.
They give you the opportunity to go play when you're traveling.
So with that, and on top of her yelling at him all the time and being demanding and all this, like when I saw that explosive fight, I was just like, this is just toxic.
Or he like yells at her on the couch and she gets all embarrassed. I'm like, I finally is calling her out.
Yeah. I think that like he has been a punching bag for way too long, and she's literally walked all over him. And the thing is, she might be a nice girl, but she's done this for so long, she doesn't respect him. And once you lose that respect for your person, I don't think there's a relationship.
No, exactly. Yeah. I can't tell you how it ends. I know how it ends. I know. La, 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 la.
Aw, Dermy. Thank you, by the way. No, it's all good. Mark, actually, he shows off the dogs more than me.
Divorce.
No.
Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
Wow. Andrew Matthews has had justice for Cappy. Is always shooting.
What? Shooting? What?
What are you talking about? She's just telling Cappy to go to bed.
Go to bed.
I don't know. Okay, so I have good hopes for him and Ray.
I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing.
Dang it. But yeah.
I mean, it could, but it would be a spoiler.
Sorry, Andrew. Sorry.
Oh, shouting. That makes sense.
All right.
Always
Okay.
shouting.
Zay and Ray. Sorry, I love saying their names. Zay Ray.
Right.
Ray. If they ever had a baby, it'd be Zay Ray baby. I don't know. I just want to say it. I think they're cute together, but same thing as just put Ray as, Jake and Zay as April.
Yeah, but you find out a little bit about Zay when they have you seen them get back together yet?
I saw to the part where they go see her mom and her mom mediates the fight.
Okay.
And so it's kind of in the middle of that right before I hopped on here.
Well, it gets worse. We see this guy. I was like, whoa, okay, that escalated real quick. It escalated really quick. Emily, you've seen it. No spoilers because she hasn't seen it all the way through, but you know what I'm talking about. It escalates so bad. And his behavior is completely inappropriate. Completely. And I was so
but
on
like,
side.
I will say
you'll see it when you get there, but it's bad.
The fight that Zay and Shanique, what's her name? Shanique? Yeah, Shanique had. He goes off the rails. Shanique just made a face and Zay decided to have a fight with her. I can't make a face. And then he's like, you're yelling at me. He's like, I am not yelling at you. I'm speaking with a calm tone. You are yelling at me. And I'm just like, girl, put him in his place, please. Even though I know you're demanding and all this, demand respect from him because he is mad. And I mean, I got to the point where the mom did say, like, mediate in that fight where it's like, listen to her, listen to what she's saying. How long have you felt this way? Always. She's always felt like she's been talked over the entire time.
Yeah, he's got a switch. And he proves, like, he shows you who he really is. We saw it with Shanique. Is that what you're saying?
Shanique.
We saw it in their fight a little bit where he just like completely tunes her out and he shuts down and he like stomps off or whatever it was he was doing. So they get into this fight back at their apartment. You'll see it. And it's like petty, passive aggressive, but ain't nobody got time for that. So hi Tim. Bye Tim.
Hi Tim. Go Ted. Go. Yeah. I don't know.
I do not like
red flag. I only like her. I want her to end up with Jake. I freaking hope so. But
red flags.
Let's see. I know we need a red flag.
We really do.
I have a red cup. Red dot. Oh my god, it's like the Disney film. All right. Okay. How many couples do we have left? Okay. Colby. I
also know how this ends, and I can't tell you.
So I think, okay, so I'm at the part where she just found out that he decided to take matters into his own hands and have an extracurricular relationship on top of the relationship he's supposed to have in this reality television show. What?
Yeah.
Wow. He's disgusting.
So many hall passes just everywhere.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I think the hall pass, it was hard enough giving the hall pass and talking to the girls and to each other and the guys to each other about like, okay, let's like we and I think they were actually being pretty reserved about the whole we're only gonna kiss and like no I don't think I don't think anyone had sex. They didn't insinuate it, at least from the sounds of it. Well, except him with other girls.
And his reasoning was, well, I needed to push you.
You pushed me. Yeah. You wanted to be, well, actually he's the one that put the ultimatum on her.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
I think because he got jealous of how she was with Randall, being like, he's the perfect guy. He's what I've been looking for. Oh my God. So I think it irks me so much because it's like, yeah, I gave you a hall pass to date people in the show.
Yeah.
I didn't give you a hall pass to date every other girl.
Yeah. I had to teach you a lesson. I had to make you see that what you were gonna lose. I was like, what? Those words just come out of his mouth. Like she's kind of I don't really not her biggest fan either, but bruh.
That respect.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard 2.0 over here.
Yeah. He's Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Colby Heard. I don't know. And now I just look at him and I'm disgusted by his face.
Wait until you see how this ends. Well, I can't. I was like, I'm out. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, like, he was trying to ultimatum her and she didn't want to get married because I think she knew that he wasn't the person for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the funny thing is like, especially into my later 20s, I had this very big perspective. Like, I am dating for marriage. Oh my God. He's an overachiever.
That's what I'm at. Dating for marriage, people. Dating for marriage.
Yeah. So I mean, she took this seriously because she's like, I need to embrace this, figure out what's going on, all this, figure out what's missing. But oh my God, ew. Oh, when they were talking, her, Randall, they're like, what's your like sexual limitation? She's like, I have none.
You said I have none? Oh, that's right.
Well, she did. And then I go to Mark. I'm like, oh, they just want to have freaky sex the entire time. But they only kissed and held hands, allegedly.
No, yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know.
Everything but it still counts. I'm just saying.
Although, do you remember that time Shanique gave? They insinuated Shanique gave Zay a handy because she got in the fight with her boyfriend.
Yeah,
that was
there's a lot of red flags happening here. Just so many.
But that's also why I don't like
Shanique.
Shanique.
Show is a red flag. Okay, I'm never watching this again.
Yeah,
Nick Lachey should be ashamed of himself.
But honestly, okay, Nick Lachey, Vanessa Lachey just making their next money. He needed another reality television show. It's been a long time since.
Love is Blind is doing well. What more do you need?
Oh, well, I mean, I think they're just the Netflix couple host. What other projects do they have that are big?
I don't know.
Just saying.
Nothing.
And they have a good dynamic. They're fun to watch, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. Team Jessica. This one. Hi, Tyler.
We're talking about poop. Yeah, we are. Somewhere Amber Heard's ears are burning. Do you think she'll ever regret doing that? I don't know.
Only if she truly changes. Like, I just want that judge to be like, both of you are going to the psych ward. I want to hear it. I'm over it. Like, the judge is just like, I haven't watched a whole lot of the trial.
Chat. I'm so happy you guys become degenerates like us. I'm just reading some of the stuff in there. I'm like, I cannot show this. Asking, oh my God, that is so true. But okay, so she seems pretty like mature, but then there's moments that are like, oh, I don't know. Not one of my favorite characters, but I think she is very interesting to watch.
Characters.
Oh yes, person.
Does that mean she's a real person? But she is a character. This show, I don't know. This show is weird. I don't know.
This is just a small facet of their life. This is not what probably really happened. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I also feel like, I don't know. Oops.
Wow. The girls show has dudes watching? Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens.
It does happen. It does happen. I don't know. I don't think I won't be watching. I still need to watch the rest of the reunion, but I will not be watching this show again. It was
season 2. I'm out. I think I just want to finish this just to say I finished this, and then
we'll have to see what happens with Madeline and Colby because you're going to be like, I can't.
God, I hope they don't get engaged.
I can neither confirm nor deny any of them getting engaged.
Don't say that.
There's only one engagement. No, there's 2.
Well, there's been 2 so far that I know of.
2 more.
2 more. Oh, dang.
Huh?
Tell me. Tell me.
All I'm saying is, if you're at the point where you're in your relationship and you're giving each other ultimatums, you should probably break up.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe that's old-fashioned of me, but if you, or old-fashioned, I guess isn't the right word. You missed a lot of drama.
Actually,
in closing, Max, I have a question for you. Do you agree? If you're at the point in a relationship where you're giving each other ultimatums, it's time to break up. That's what I just said. That's what you missed. We're done talking about the show. That was my closing thought.
When I listen to women, and I'll say women specifically, that literally just want an engagement, a marriage, all this stuff. They just want their wedding day.
Yeah.
And it to be all about them. It is not about being with the person when they want the engagement so bad. Because at this point, even before I married Mark, I was like, it's fine. The wedding, it could be us two and our families, and I'm happy. Because if you really just truly want to be with your person, I think a lot of our COVID weddings have shown that it's about the moment, not the day. That didn't make sense. It's about the union, the actual union, not the day of. Yep. Because if it's about the day of, that's not a good reason to get married.
Nope.
And I think a lot of women
put an ultimatum that obviously means there's something in the relationship that's not working, which is why he hasn't asked you and you haven't asked her, or you haven't asked him, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't made those plans together.
But so you shouldn't be
something's not working somewhere.
Yeah, you shouldn't be conflating the wedding day with a marriage.
Therapy.
Yes. And like the people who put these ultimatums, as we've seen, lots of red flags. Lots and lots of red flags. Actually, everyone who's proposed the ultimatum has been the crazier one.
Yeah, I noticed that. Mm-hmm. I noticed that too. Interesting.
I think that's not a red flag necessarily, that if they were planning since 5 years old, maybe there's a special moment that's linked to their past, or I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a red flag, but if that's all they talk about, then red flag.
Yeah, or if they have this binder. Oh my God, I've had girlfriends that have had like a binder, like a big, thick. I'm not talking like, oh my gosh, I saw this wedding dress in this article and I thought it was really pretty, and you like keep it somewhere. I'm talking the binder, the big fat binder that these girlfriends of mine have had since they were probably about 5 or 6 years old, with all these, and they bring it out every time they date a new guy. This is what I want.
It's like look at my family album, but like,
wait, it gets better. Shield wall. Hold on. Let's see if it works.
The lights.
It lights up. This is the most extra thing I own, and I own a lot of extra things.
Yes. As a guy who hasn't done well with commitment in the past, I've been presented with ultimatums and never ends well, unfortunately. MVP, I agree. Plus, why can't you just enjoy? Okay, so what we had said this earlier, the commitment of being together in a monogamous relationship should be enough. Living together should be enough. Why do you need a piece of paper from the government or your religion to say it's enough?
I mean, I do, but that's just me. I want to get married. So I don't have a binder. Like, I'm not that crazy about it.
What is it about marriage that you want so bad then? Maybe that's the better question.
I don't know. To me, marriage is not about paper, and like, nobody ever got papers back in the day, like way back in the day. It's about unifying. You become one person. Does that make sense? Like, you become two people become like a one unit permanently. Like, that's, you go to heaven together. You I don't know. It's just me.
When I look at marriage, besides the paper part, like a committed relationship, we're building a home, a family, this, goals together. We're working to live and be happier together in the small moments, in the large moments. That's what I look for specifically when I was dating towards marriage. And so even if Mark never wanted to get married, I know I would be happy and I'd be okay with that. Here's the binder of the kind of marriage I want.
There's a couple of guys in there that are like, I know what you're talking
Oh no, the process is really important.
It's really important. I mean, it's not important to everybody, but that's why you got to talk to people. Like me, I am not going to be your girlfriend for the rest of my life. That's not what I want. I want to be your wife. I want to be part of you for the rest. Taking the last name, that kind of like I want the whole shebang. And that's, and that's a family unit. That's what happens. It unifies. We've decided to become one person, one unit. I don't want to say one person, that sounds weird. One unit to figure out the rest of our lives together, raise our kids together, to raise all, do all these things together. I don't know. It just symbolizes like a unity, a unit. I know that's just me, but I just want marriage.
It is statistically better to be married than unmarried, raising a family. That's the thing I would check. I don't know. You could check.
I don't know what the statistics say now. But I can tell you the 1950s, well, the problems they had, they weren't questioning their species and their gender and their and most couples back then were married. So I don't know. The biggest divorce generation is our generation. We are the first generation. Gen X and the older millennials are the first generation to have divorce as a normal occurrence amongst their parents, their friends' parents, their cousins' parents, their sisters' parents, their whatever. We're the first generation where that's normal. Every other generation before that, it's not normal. Your partner is your partner for life. Now, obviously, there's exceptions. Okay, they're abusive or whatever. I'm not saying that, but we're the first generation where you just discard something when you're done with it. You know what I mean? Like we're the first generation where that's normal, and coincidentally, we're the first generation to be born after the feminist movement started.
I also think that, okay, so if you have problems, at least with our generation, we'll call it, instead of, you made this commitment, why don't you work through the problems in a healthy manner? Instead of yelling at each other or going on a show called The Ultimatum, maybe go to therapy.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Go to therapy. Okay?
And why is that, Max, do you think? Why is that?
Why is that, Max?
Well, I've heard several answers from several different people when I ask that question of military men. They say a lot of them, it's the pressure to get married because their lives could be cut so short so quickly because they're in battle and they're going to war and all that stuff. So there's like this pressure to get married and have kids. A lot of other guys I've asked that are in the military are like, oh, it's so that we could get housing instead of living in the barracks. It's literally all it is. Like the answers are wild.
Interesting.
I'm interested to see what Max says.
Martin says divorce rates are going down, but only because people aren't getting married so much.
Exactly.
So people are becoming choosier. So
no, they're just living together because they have it's just a piece of paper or whatever. Or they're not religious,
I mean, I'm not religious, so that's why I see it as a piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do think that taking the step of, buying the house and getting married, it is a commitment higher than I've ever made prior to. This
is a great question, actually.
Why is Max not on the show?
We keep asking his opinion, these children.
Max, I need your opinion. So what is this? This question, what does it pertain to? Nothing to do with finding the right person.
For me, I want the right person. But finding the right person, that's a whole other learning curve for everybody. Let's see, really dark America.
So I'm very steadfast in this. There's a lot of great qualities about a person that I can fall in love with a lot of different type of people. Yeah. What I look for in a person is how we're going to conflict resolution, all that stuff. Because, we've seen on this show now, Ultimatum, we'll call them passionate people. Passionate over talking over you. And then we've seen the very reserved people who will talk and hear each other out. And I think that figuring your, resolution style is very important. Yeah. Anyways, MVP says, so many different things, young relationships, the promise of financial security, the men being deployed or gone all the time. The list goes on. Honestly,
that's the reason for divorce. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. It's for sure. They get married for reasons. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Military in general get married for a lot of other reasons besides finding the right person. Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. The girls, a lot of the women marry military because they want the stability. We call them tag chasers. They want the benefits. They get married. They have kids within months because they want the benefits. Men, they're wherever their mindset at that varies, but I mean, depending on who you ask. But the divorce is absolutely right. And then Shield Wall also brings up this military member often comes back jacked up from the year away, and they're functioning not the same person. That's especially when there's war going on. There's a couple of friends of mine where they got married and they were healthy and there was like a great relationship. It was nothing like crazy or whatever. And they got divorced afterwards because he couldn't, and she didn't know how to handle it. And there's, unfortunately, I don't know about now, but at the time, 10 years ago, there just wasn't a lot of resources for military guys especially to get help with the things that they see. They see these awful things and there's nothing. Cops too. They see these awful things and there's no outlet because you can't, suck it up, your emotions. You can't show emotion, and it just kills these relationships. It's awful.
So JS Pena says, what happens if you feel like you're obsessed with a person? That's infatuation. You're not necessarily in love if you're obsessed with someone. You are, and that's the thing. When you first date someone, you're in the honeymoon period. Of course you're going to be obsessed with someone. These people who say within those 3 weeks, this person's perfect, this and that, they haven't gotten into fights yet. They haven't talked about finances. Finances is another big one on why people divorce. Your spending habits affect each other. If I'm a big spender and my person is not, they're going to get annoyed about me and be like, why you keep spending your money, this and that. Mm-hmm. So you gotta get on the same page about that.
Yeah. See, this is what happens because you guys see stuff, and not always is it always horrible? No, most of the time, yes. But you see things and you experience things, and it takes a very strong person to stay with a military spouse in general, just like men or women. It's you have to have the mental capacity for that. You have to be confident in yourself that they're not going to go astray, that you're not going to go astray, and vice versa. Like it's a lot. Growing up, I grew up in a military family and cop family, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Alex, I hope everything's okay, and I'm praying for you.
Why are you with a nurse that you think is me
in the hospital? Hold on.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, getting my spine stimulator. Can't walk, so they got it. Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay.
Oh, that's why he thought you were his nurse.
I don't do MRIs, but they don't pay as much, at least in Florida, for my profession as they do where I live currently. So one reason why I cannot move down there. Also, I cannot move down there because I can't get licensed down there. But Potato. It's Chuy for $5 says, before I go, shout out to this Calentano group who resides in Houston, Grupo Tierra Caliente. Okay, you're trying to make me not able to say this. De Casimiro Sanchez. Calentanos stand up. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Thank you for the $5.
Caliente de Casimiro Sanchez.
Thank you.
Calentanos stand up.
Oh, yeah, my translator.
I don't know what it means, but well, I got right.
Gosh,
I can't do an accent though. Sorry. Yes, everybody. Prayers for Alex. Alex, don't be on drugs and tweet. That's
make sure you get out of there and are able to walk.
Delete all of your ex's phone numbers while you are under the influence of whatever painkillers they have you on.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm glad we can entertain you though. But marriage and divorce and all that in terms of like, I guess from this show, that the thing that they have taught me is communication.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're not communicating well. And it takes going into this crazy show for them to be able to communicate properly, flesh out all these.
Also, if she doesn't want children, maybe if you want children, you don't marry her.
You also don't like find that out on day one.
pretty
Maybe
soon.
day
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, it's
Date
pretty
2?
soon, relatively soon. Especially if you're serious about it, right? If you're serious about it. If it's just more like, yeah, I'd like to have kids, meh, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's different. But if you're like, no, I want a marriage and a family like I am, absolutely.
Yeah. Things
Sorry.
change over time. You're not the same person at 48 that you were at 38 and 28 and 18. Many people can't handle it. Agreed.
Yep. Oh.
Max.
It's okay. You're still young. You're fine.
Yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, okay, not in phone numbers, but I have
muy poquito. Yeah.
muy poquito. Very small. What are we talking about? That's very small.
Right. Espanol.
Oh.
It's mucho poquito. Was it muy poquito or mucho? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's see.
I got lost. Why do I feel like you are some of the only sane women on the internet? Shield wall? Okay.
We've been through a lot of shit. That's why.
Let's just say, because I'll speak for myself. Every woman is insane at some point in their life. It just takes a special cocktail of situations. Look at April, for example. April with Colby. Sane. Normal. April with Jake.
He pushes all her triggers, like all her buttons, which means he's not good for her. That doesn't mean he's not a good person. It doesn't mean that he's not a good boyfriend for somebody else, but there's a reason why you act so insane with certain people. And guys do this too. They get crazy jealous, or they get like, you know what? She irritates me, so I'm gonna push all her buttons, or I'm gonna be passive aggressive and stay all night and ignore her texts. The reason you do those things is because you're not good for each other. Doesn't mean you're not good. You're just not good for each other, and it's okay.
It's okay. But you just, we can be insane. We all can. Men too. Okay. Men can be insane.
Sir, you know it to be true. Search your feelings.
MVP, when we met, we talked about some of the most like
we did. Do you remember the drive back to our hotel?
Like he asks these like deep questions off the bat, and I'm just like, we're having this conversation right now.
I can't wait for that again in Vegas. We're gonna walk me down the strip with heavy questions with Max, with MVP.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be great.
He's gonna make a poor choice indeed.
Oh.
So yeah. And some people are like that.
Then you want kids. There's no in between here, people. Kinda is not an answer.
You don't. Okay. I think that you want kids. You just don't want to have kids with the wrong person.
Yes. So if you meet a girl and she says, "Do you want kids?" The answer to that question is yes, but I'm waiting for the right person.
Yes. Wow. Corey says people think I'm just insane, but I'm just Cajun.
Oh, Cajun people are nuts.
Max says, of course. Why do you think I love poor choices so much? I know we get to some pretty like.
We really do.
But I love it.
We gotta invite MVP on more. I feel like he's got some thoughts. I feel like this would have been a good one to invite.
I mean, we do need a time of the month at some point.
That's right. It's a new month. Oh snap! I didn't think about this.
We've been very behind on planning, and by we I mean like I have been. I spent half of it not honeymooning.
I feel like there are no shortages.
Wow.
Of Turn Shadow.
Wow. Turn Shadow.
Hit your nearest strip club.
Good luck.
There you go.
Good luck.
Hit your nearest strip club. You're fine. Good to go.
If you go, okay. So Mark, I love when we first started dating. If we had went to the club in his small town, in military town that he lived, he called these women dependopotamuses, which would be these larger women, dependas, but like dependopotamus, larger women who baby trap military men.
Yes. Oh, that's a thing. Tag chasers. We call them tag chasers here. But dependas, tag
dependopotamuses.
You have badge bunnies. You have what are the other ones? Badge bunnies are cops. Are the women who chase cops. You have dependas and / tag chasers, badge bunnies, and then God, what are the firefighters called? Hose holders? I think they're called hose holders. For obvious reasons.
My God, the leg lock. Yep.
MVP knows from experience.
Yeah, we do have them.
You're like, yep, Look at this.
So the problem with like same with us is if you marry or have kids and they get pensions, they get the benefits, all this.
Yeah.
And yeah, the government takes care.
Yep. They're everywhere, shield wall. If you're in the military, it doesn't matter where you're at. Tag chasers and dependas, depending on where you're from. No, not that kind of hose. 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 Like a garden hose. Hose. Because the firefighters use the hose, right? Hose holders. Badge bunnies.
Holders.
Tag hose holders.
Oh,
that also contributes to the divorces. I'm just saying.
Hi, Miss Martin Muses. Oh my God. I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot in this stream. Dependas. Aw, thank you. For $1 or 99 cents this rose.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me just check one more thing because I feel like we are wrapping up. All right. So yeah, that was a good episode. We are figuring out our side of things. Culture for $1.99.
Hi, honey.
Just a quick $2 Chuck. Love ya. Love you too. I popped in on one of his late night streams. I would love to do one of your late night culture shows, but I also have to do it on a night that I don't work.
Me too, but like, can you do them earlier?
Can we do an early late night stream?
You do like an earlier version? Thanks.
Or maybe we could do it like after. Do you do them on Saturday culture? Like, I don't know. We do it after one of the girls'
about face. Yeah, watch out for those. You know, the thing is though, is like, and it's so unfortunate. At least what I've seen, and I don't know if MVP can vouch for this or not, but it usually happens with the young soldiers, like the guys right out of camp, and they're like 18 to 20 years old, and they're hyped up on adrenaline, and I'm a soldier, and I'm doing great, and rah, and all this stuff, and then they meet this girl that's just like locked and loaded, and that's the end of it.
No, she's ready to. She's ready to take her shot, to get her shot.
The leg locks.
Sunday, maybe a Wednesday or two.
Ooh, a poor choice is culture. A poor culture choice.
A poor culture choice.
That was weird. I don't know.
A culture choice. Front porch for $1.99 to the best and hottest hosts on Wednesday night. Thank you.
Where? Oh, her. Yes.
Nah. I did wear your hair until it started like sagging, and then it got really sad.
To be fair, mine's also shorter than yours is, but you pull it. When you pull it halfway through, and then I fold these down and pin them, and like tuck the ends under. That's how I make it look like this. Okay. I'm thinking about getting my hair cut. It does look like I dyed it a different color, doesn't it? I wonder why.
The lighting, the light. Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna try to do the tugs look. Okay, no, I already effed it up.
Pappy's been banned from Twitch, by the way. My chat is entirely too quiet. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Yep. And then so if you had like bobby pins, you could pin it down and like tame it a little bit. Yeah.
Great. Back to the. I'm gonna say bye. Like
my hair is longer than Tugster's. That's facts. Don't sell yourself short, but I am short,
especially compared to me.
I'm only 5'2". I'm little.
All right. Oh, JS Pena. Okay. Wait. Oh. For $9.99. Maybe I'm being too optimistic or delusional, but I think you and I could work. Don't get me wrong. I question your taste in movies and I need to work on myself, but I like you. You're talking to Tugs, right?
I don't know.
JS Pena,
thank you for the super chat. I need to work on. We all need to work on ourselves.
Is this how JS Pena you talk to Tugs, right?
I saw you earlier in the chat talking about you weren't sure if you wanted kids. Nothing. No, I don't want kids. No. Jasmine, you're fine. I adore you. You're one of my favorites. I adore you. I really do. Matt MVP says nailed it. Close enough, right?
I did do a librarian photo shoot. The pictures are somewhere. Just saying.
New guy that married the woman that popped his cherry. Crazy thing was the best man slept with her. Now that's a poor choice.
Oh,
we got a proposal. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you
You're coming in
doing?
at the end, my love. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You missed quite the stream, though. So,
Mark, can you do this? Do your impression of Mark.
my impression of Mark. Oh God, I don't know if I can do it. Mark the Cyborg for Canadian 279. X-ray girl, marry me. No, I can't do it.
All right, thanks. Mark.
Oh wait, no,
We're married.
I honestly expected him to pop in your door. To be honest, I really did. I was expecting him to be like, pop.
Mark.
Oh,
Really?
look at Corey's threatening to steal MVP's statue. Oh boy.
Oh.
When I'm done with MVP, he'll just give it to me, so it's fine.
TJS Pena, I've gotten marriage proposals while on Friday Night Tights. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Cappy for 2 BGN says Tugs divorced me. Extra girl divorced Mark. Mark married me.
Okay, that's fine. Extra girl and I will get married.
We got 2 proposals in the chat. Okay.
So many proposals going on.
Mark says no.
Poor Cappy. Oh my God, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make you blush.
Max, are you gonna be bringing
I know it is.
your statue to Vegas? Please do.
No, he's gonna bring his silkies though. Although that might be the same thing.
Excuse me.
That's what I said. I said when I'm done with Max, he's just gonna give me the statue. I don't know what I mean by that, but that's what came out.
What happens in Vegas
Goes all over the internet.
goes on Poor Choices. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go. There we go. We know now.
Don't worry, I won't bite.
Hard.
I may do a couple of booty slaps though in the bar. Like
Yeah, she does do that.
I do.
been
Booty slaps.
Oh my God. There's been so many times that she smacked me. I'll about to turn around, punch someone.
It's me.
It's just her.
She'd be like, it's me. Get back.
Because yeah, that is not
You will find the right person for you, JS Pena. I appreciate your kind words, honestly, and thank you. I'm very flattered. I'm very, very flattered. But I feel like we have some differences, and I don't know if it would work. I'm just throwing that out there. That too. Oop, we have the same idea.
Well, Mark.
I'm still waiting for my honeymoon baby. When's that gonna show up? Dang it! I know it's only been
if
a
I
week.
have a honeymoon baby, you know, in Vegas that I cannot drink.
That's okay. Max and I'll drink enough for you. We got this. And maybe Matt, if Matt is, and Johnny. We'll get Johnny drunk.
Can you imagine how like much of a whale I'll be if I got prickers now?
You'd be so cute. It would be really hot.
Where? I know. So May, June, July. Oh, actually, it's only 3 months.
Yeah, that's not too bad. You could still fly.
It would be a cute preggers, but I mean, still.
You would be so cute.
No.
You love us though, Max.
Yeah, Max.
You love us.
Oh my God. It was heat stroke, okay?
Baby cyborg. Oh, sorry for headphones. Sorry. Oh, really? That's not what I was told. Interesting.
You'll never know.
I mean, she is married to a military guy, so is she a dependent?
Mark will always say this. I'm the sugar mama.
Sir, you're not supposed to out me like that. I thought we had a trust. That.
Paul, I will not be in Dallas this June. Shall we?
I will. Hopefully. That's the plan. This is fake news. I'm telling you. Where's Biden for misinformation?
If you do procreate, the baby would be cute.
So cute.
Mm-hmm.
Will I have 1 leg or 2, you think?
Well, if it's a girl, 2 legs. If it's a boy, 3 legs.
Oh, we have a baby competition. Yes! Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Honestly.
Oh, that's exciting. Yes. Okay. So Shield Wall, I have my tickets for Vegas.
Yes. Yeah, we already got the hotels booked and stuff for Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Max, calling you out.
Yeah, so we have them booked. I am flying in on the 17th, which I think is one of the nights of one of the meetups at the, I think gonna be the Millennium Fandom Bar. I don't know if it's gonna be there or one of the, anyways.
Probably he usually does the Millennium Fandom Bar, so I imagine.
Yeah, so I'm going
to. They made so much money last year. I can't imagine.
Yeah,
you would say no.
17th to the 21st. Okay, guys.
I'm sorry. Are we too inappropriate for you, Nate? I'm so sorry. I'll tone it down. Look at wait, where's Tyler? Tyler is even like, dang, Max, jeez. Let's go, Benny.
You're on a veg test. Are you drinking already? I've got my tick jets for Texas. I still need to get them for VegTass.
VegTass?
Yeah.
That's a race I'm not running, says Dawn.
Yeah. It's okay.
MVP, you live just a few hours away, son. Get it together.
Frank, I am hoping for good news one day.
In about 3 weeks. Ask again in 3 weeks. Nope. Sorry, from
yeah.
I got nothing for you.
One day there will be.
That's
news.
very true of Shieldwall, and he's the one that made it.
He's not called Tugs for any.
No, I'm sorry. I wish I had more information for you guys for Orlando. I've got nothing. They're so focused on May, the end of this month right now, like the May Orlando one, that I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have more information on Nerdrotics meetup at this point. I'm sorry.
Well, it is sooner than.
That's true, but still.
It's also smaller scale. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because I haven't seen this one. Literally be a year.
It'll be a year. I know.
Be a year. And we are staying at the same hotel. So that's nice. In the same bed.
Mark is staying with MVP.
Yeah. In his silkies.
In his silkies.
We got a nice big king size bed.
Mm-hmm.
We'll maybe let Mark come over. We'll see.
Maybe if he behaves.
Yeah.
My plan is going to be at the Dallas one, people. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
Amen, MVP. Amen. We're gonna have so much fun.
All right. So let's call it a night.
Of course we can. First of all, I am wholly inappropriate in my comments and my flirting, but I will whack-a-mole you if you try anything. So, whack-a-mole. I can hang with you guys, but don't touch me. Whack-a-mole.
I'm scared of her already.
Tugs needs to find a guy that can be nicknamed Rubs. Johnny, Max, and Mark are sharing a room, and they're all going to wear silkies, and it's going to be great.
God,
I can't wait. We've already been promised selfies, so can't wait for that either.
They're gonna have a pillow fight. It's happening. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out for so long. It was really fun. The joke is Jeremy's too busy playing Fortnite.
I'm gonna agree with that, actually. Let's start that rumor. I feel like yes, exactly.
Alrighty. Chat, you've been crazy. You've been amazing. We'll figure out what we're doing next week. Maybe
who knows? We might just wing it. Maybe we'll bring the boys on and have them talk random stuff. Maybe we'll bring the boys on and bring up really girly topics like we did with Evie Magazine and let them go at it. And they'll be like, this makes me sense.
Love to see that. And then yeah. We'll see y'all next week. Anything big coming up?
I'm not tired. I might go back live on Twitch and
okay.
Some more Fallen Order. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Check Twitch.
I'm very excited for Dallas. Dallas Fan Expo is great. Hopefully I can meet Brendan Fraser at Dallas, but only if there's no barriers. That's a whole other topic. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. Love you too.
G&G is doing a Among Us stream if you guys are interested on YouTube. But yeah. Heart you guys. Have a very good night. Bye everyone.
Good night. Love you guys. Bye, Boss Hog. I see you. Bye, Corey. Bye, Front One.